You're now tuned in to Two Studs in a Pod with your host Blaze and Meech, a podcast with a novel perspective on life from a couple of super terrific Uber dykes, but you can call us studs. But let's get to it. Meech, drop that beat. It's been way too long. What's really good, homie?
Yo, what's good? It feels like it's been like mad long.
Extra long,
What's
right? Yeah.
good, peeps? I miss y'all. I hope
Yeah.
y'all miss us. Yo, life's been kind of crazy. The kids are back from summer break. So we had to make sure they were all together for school, but they were pretty much together because they didn't go to school. So all that new clothes they had from last year, they pretty much had. We just had to. I think wifey had to take them to get sneakers and stuff like that. One of the boys decided he wants to play sports, which is exciting for us. We get to be sports moms. He wants to play baseball, and his team is actually called the Yankees. So we already got all the gear.
Right, yeah.
I'm a Yankees fan, so I just showed up to the game with my fitted on, cheering for them. So it's cool. It's fun, to be out there and to be cheering and for him to be learning and all that stuff, feeling like a grown up. But adulting sucks. I've been doing a lot of that lately, helping moms around the house, doing all the legal shit. We had the floods out here in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That shit was wild. Like I left Miami. You know what I mean? Like Hurricane Central, Flood Central. Never experienced that shit out there, except for like the regular floods if you're on the beach and it rains or whatever. But out here, my freaking basement started flooding. Thank God it wasn't bad, but still, like some people lost their lives. Thank God it wasn't that bad. But I had like some of my sneakers stacked up at the bottom of my closet. So thank God I was awake and I started hearing shit. I was like, that sounds like it's inside. So I jumped up. First thing I did, I just started grabbing sneaker boxes and like moving them and running them out, making sure shit didn't get messed up. So now I have rearranged my whole shit. Like my sneakers are stacked up on top. Yeah, I can't take that risk.
There was a dude who I saw his collection got ruined because of that. Like his whole basement, and he had like serious collection. He made me look like a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like child's play. Like his shit is serious, and lost it because it all got wet.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. Man.
Wifey was like, "Oh, he could just let them dry out." I'm like, "Are you bugging?" Nah, resale value on those completely lost. Okay, yeah. So, but I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I had to check on my New York folk. I hit my homegirl up. She's up that way too, and she said her homegirl basement got flooded too. I don't even. Basements are so foreign to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's wild. But that's been about it. Exciting. My nephew got engaged, which is cool. He's not too much younger than me, so it's about that time. So we're excited for that to like be having a wedding to plan coming up soon. And
congratulations.
Yeah, finally caught up on Brat and Judy and the L Word.
How is that? I still haven't been able to get in on it.
Brat and Judy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Like I wish it's good, but it feels scripted, kind of. You know what I mean? But
it's still TV. Yeah.
Yeah. There was one episode, and I'm gonna spoil it for you because it was funny as fuck, where the brat is like upset with Judy, and she tells her like, "Now you just sit there and think about what you done." I was like, what?
Oh hell no!
What did she just tell her? Bro, that shit had me rolling. I was watching that shit with wifey, and I just kept telling her that like for the whole week. I was like, why don't you just sit down and think about what you did? Yeah, but it's good. I'm supporting just because it's us, but I'm not too big on reality TV and whatnot. So it is what it is. The L Word is okay. I'm supporting that too because it's another show. And then there's There's a couple of guest appearances from people that look like us, I think in like 2 episodes. So I was really shocked to see that. But maybe that'll lead to like a spinoff or something, you know?
It's weird though, because that kind of feels like this is y'all say
Yeah.
that there's nobody that looks like you in the show. Well, here's like a
Here you
little
go.
sprinkle. Yeah, here's a
Interesting.
sprinkle. Like, yes, we are diverse, like for real.
That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
I think they could have carried it out a little bit longer and it wouldn't have felt like that. But
Yeah, like make it like an actual role, like an actual
like they did.
character.
I don't know if you watched like the first seasons of the L Word when they had Poppy was the character. She's with this you know how they like they kind of kept her on the show to have like a different vibe. Like I feel like they could have done that with like I don't even remember the character's name.
Right.
But I'm
I actually even forgot that the character even happened until you just mentioned that.
Right.
Yeah. So there's that part.
Yeah. Do better. But I did see that 2 of the characters, I guess Shane and Alice, sorry, I don't know their real names, but they actually were on a podcast recently. Like a lesbian podcast. Well, I thought that was cool too, just spreading love, but I didn't listen to it. My bad.
What about Rosie's character?
Oh yeah, she's different.
She looks like a friend of. She looks like a friend of mine. She looks like somebody that I know. So every time I see her, I think about this person. But
to me, she gives me like a typical like butch lesbian. You know what I mean? And I don't think that there have ever been any butch lesbians like that on the show.
Not like that. No, not in that way.
Right.
No. Yeah.
So I appreciate the character. You know, but I'm excited about Vanessa Williams being on there. I think that's gonna create a nice dynamic. Dark skinned black lesbian being on the show.
Yes.
Because when everybody looks at Bet, they're always like she says in the show, like she's mixed or she's light skinned.
Right.
So.
And she can pass. She passed. She light skinned enough to pass. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. So what do you think about the situation with the daughter wanting to meet her pops?
Yeah, that's rough. I get it, because anybody
from the daughter's side, right?
Yeah, where they come from, why they look a certain way, and understand their genes and stuff. But that, like, I don't know, and that's something I always thought about. Like, if I had a kid, and obviously we would have to use a donor,
right?
Like, how would I feel about that? Because I feel like at the end of the day, like they're still gonna want a relationship with their other siblings if they find out they have other siblings
and who am I to deny my child that? Like who am I to deny somebody that if that's what they want?
They want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I get it. They're most likely still gonna look at you as a parent because you took care of them and showed them everything and had that time with them, but
that's why I'm also looking at it like from Bet's point of view, because that would be more than likely my situation.
Position.
You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Yeah. And so how would I feel if I have raised this person to that point? Like their kid on there isn't a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in high school, right? She's like, So, I mean, I know that's far from grown, but at that time, it's not, you definitely not a baby. You understand what the world is a lot more. And so and I got you to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we see on the show, she lives with Bet. So that is your main caregiver. So how would I feel if you're like, now, the one person, like I want to meet this person, that only thing that they've really done for me ever in life was jerk off into a cup.
Right.
But because of that, I'm here too, and I want to know what's up with that side. So, I mean, that's.
I don't know. I always feel like that. Like that's a tough situation to be in, but at the same time, you kind of know like that's a possibility, because.
I mean, I don't know that they went into that thinking that's a possibility. that she would want to do that, but because he didn't want to have anything to do with her. You know, I mean, at that point in time, but 18 years later is a lot of time to change your mind on things and come to different perspective.
Right.
So maybe he wants to know her, but he could have also reached out too. I would assume it's not like Bet is hard to find.
Right.
So, did you you were talking about the sneaker thing too? Did you see the video of those fools stealing the sneakers from the Nike store?
No.
And they were stealing like a whole rack of pants or clothes or something, but the girl runs out with the rack in her hand and the getaway driver freaks out and takes off.
What?
Without her. And she's left there holding the shit. So she just like drops it and just takes off running. Next thing you know, you see security chasing after her. And I mean,
what a bunch of dummies.
Yo, biggest idiots ever. But that made me think about way back in the day when I was living with all the punks, right? When I was living with all the drag queens and the gay dudes and stuff in that house. And me, the only fucking lesbian in the whole house with a gang of gay dudes. And they were running stunts. And I was such a baby. Like, I was so green, okay, to the world. I didn't even know what was going on. And one of them asked me to drive him to the store. And if I did it, he would get me something. We were going out that night. Right? And I was like, oh shit. He was like, yo, if you take me to the store, like that was supposed to be what he was doing, go get an outfit. He's like, if you take me, you could just get whatever you want. Whatever. I was like, word? He was like, yeah. I was like, hell yeah, I'll take you. Now this shit was deep. It was like Hialeah, okay? And we were in county line, like by where you used to stay. That's where I was. Yeah, your spot. We were there. So he wanted me to drive him to Hialeah. So he already you already know. That's a mission. But I was like, all right, shit. I was trying to look fly, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker had me drive him, and I was gonna be the getaway fucking driver. Didn't even know.
Got him.
Didn't even know I was about to be the fucking getaway driver, bro. Like once I realized that shit, I was like, I can't hang out with these guys. Like he had me in the store, and then he was like, all right, you could go out to the car. Because luckily the fucking shit that he was trying to do didn't work. Because he was really trying to have me be like that girl in the video. I'm being a getaway driver. Yes. My dumb ass. Green as fuck, okay?
Yo.
Yes.
Good times.
I don't know about good times. Studs have been a hot topic lately. I don't know if you saw the post where this young anonymous stud, she was asking it for advice. And she's 19, 19, okay? And her girlfriend is 46 with 3 kids.
Mama. Run as fast as you can.
And all the kids are older than her.
What?
Yes. All the kids are older than her. And the kids don't really like her because they feel like she just playing with their mama for money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But here's the kicker. She said she wants to know, how can she get these kids to respect her as their father?
What? Hold on. Time out. There's a lot happening right here. She's 19. And the kids are older than her. And she wants them to respect her as their father.
Yeah. Yes.
I think she needs to reread her question. What was her question? No.
She's like, how can I gain their respect? First of all, you need to go, just let it go. Are you kidding me?
Yo, you're 19, bro. Just keep it pushing. Find somebody else.
It's weird when you're close in age.
Yeah.
But when they're all older than you, it's like 3 or 4 of them, and they're all older than you.
Yeah, no, that's not
No.
happening.
When
I
your
mean, they can be your
girlfriend
homies, but they're not gonna respect you. No.
when your girlfriend is old enough to be your mama and her youngest kid is older than you, and you're sitting here talking about being their father,
I feel bad because I'm laughing at the little girl, but
the comment section was just
damn,
ridiculous.
I wish I saw that because I would have been all up and through them comments.
But come on, man, come on. Like, let's be real. I was like, this
Yeah,
can't be real. This
no.
can't be real.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that it was because it was an anonymous post asking for asking for advice.
Damn.
Do you do you ever watch Big Brother?
Nah, I've never watched that show.
I mean, I used to watch it when it first came on back in the day. I haven't watched it in a while, but Nikki was telling me
Mm.
that they are this season they will have their first ever guaranteed black winner,
Oh wow.
and it's because all the black people rallied together and formed an alliance on the low. Like even the producers didn't know that they had
Oh.
this alliance this alliance formed. And they did it. They did it all off of like a head nod.
Oh wow.
Like just like a you in, I'm in, you in,
Yeah.
I'm in. Like the black people head nod. So when Nikki was telling me this, she was like, see, I told you that she was like, why can't studs have some kind of a some kind of a universal sign. She's like, gay men have the eyes that they give each other.
Mm.
First of all, I'm not trying to be giving a no stud.
The
The
eyes.
eyes. That's not going to happen.
No.
So, and the nod is obviously already taken. So I don't
Yeah.
know what
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 can
that
we
leaves
do?
us. Well, what can we do? We need some kind of universal stud nod, like the Wakanda thing, Wakanda
Yeah.
forever. What's
I don't know. What can we do?
something? Hopefully, that's not very gay,
Yeah.
but
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. But I just feel like we don't even acknowledge each other when we're other, if I could speak, when we're out.
but maybe this will open it up. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe
Yeah.
if we have some kind of a sign, it could be like peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want somebody to chill and smoke a blunt with, or something,
Right.
you know,
To
or
be
not
in
even
this
just somebody
straight
to
ass
build with.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
exactly. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like to not be alone in fucking this cold hearted world
Yeah.
for us rainbow folk. I
We
mean,
have
I
to
don't
come
know.
up with
We
something
got to come up with some kind of universal sign that everybody will know.
and then spread the word.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but this kid in Georgia at this high school
Hmm.
got jumped at the lunch table while he had his gay flag draped over
Oh
his shoulders.
yeah. I didn't see the whole story, but I saw a clip of it. Like what happened?
Apparently, he was sitting there, and
He was
there
swimming.
was, yeah, he was. From
Damn.
what I saw, he was sitting there with the gay flag draped over him, and
Hmm.
this dude came over and was very upset about the flag,
Oh wow.
and proceeded to stomp him.
Damn. Damn. I didn't know shit like that was still
Well,
happening in schools. I mean, I know it still happens, but I felt like the younger generation was way more accepting than it was when we were younger.
I don't know. I also feel like people's comment
Mm.
like Boosie, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Things like the things that he says, like that kind of gives these people fuel to
yeah,
their fire.
yeah. And this was in Georgia, right? I
Yeah,
forget.
this is in
Every
Georgia,
place isn't New York
right?
and Miami.
So I believe that's also the same high school that some kid was found rolled up in a
Oh,
gym
in the
mat.
yeah,
Yeah,
damn, that same school?
yeah.
That's
So if
wild.
something's going on at that school, I think they need to check that shit out because that's
That's
no
crazy.
that's no good. Yeah. You know, we did our little staycation
Hmm.
for Nikki's birthday, And so we watched the hell out of some Netflix. But one thing I did watch was Born to Play. Have you guys ever watched that on Netflix? It's about a team in the Women's Football Alliance.
Oh, wait, is that the Boston team?
Yeah, the Boston team, yeah.
Yeah. I think we may have seen that. Possibly. Oh, wifey mentioned it. Because I know there is like a trans player on the team, right? Is that what it's about?
No, it's not about that. It's about it's about them on their road to their very first championship. Like they hadn't won the championship yet.
Okay.
So it's
yeah,
them on the road to the championship.
Wifey hates Boston, so those are their rivals.
Well, they're on Netflix.
Yeah. No, I'm sure we'll probably watch it, just to support the league.
Yeah, it was I mean, it was interesting. It was cool to see like their families behind them and shit like that. There's been a lot more. There's a girl who's playing on a college team right now. So there's a lot more women getting involved. And then I think like the first black woman referees,
right?
Yeah, in NFL, yeah.
NFL game,
Which no bullshit. This first week of football has been pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I mean, a lot of close games, or just some crazy ass blowouts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy for guys who people had already counted out, like Jameis Winston. He had a very good game, and Tom Brady just it's crazy the vibe to be in an area where he is. You know what I'm saying? Where he is now, and that football vibe in Tampa right now is just crazy. Yeah. And my Finns, I mean, we won. It was super close, but we won, so I'll take it. Yeah, so that's but I'm still waiting for basketball season right around the corner. But that WFA on the Netflix, it was pretty good, or interesting anyway. I don't know about good.
Yeah. I think they're gonna start holding tryouts soon too. I think their tryouts, at least for the New York team, they switched from who they used to be under different management, so they're under new management now. But like anybody that wants to play should go look it up, check it out. Wifey has me considering it, but I just feel like I might like break a hip or something. So
just something embarrassing as fuck.
Like I'm old, bro.
Yeah, I would think about it. I mean, but some of those women that I saw on there, they were like, "Oh, I'm 44.
Yeah,
I'm doing this and I'm doing that." And I'm like, "Well, let's see how hard they hit it. Like, what position you gonna put me at? You know what I'm saying?" So
I definitely want to play defense because I don't want to be getting hit by nobody. I'm too slow to be, somebody running back or somebody wide receiver. I gotta play something stationary-ish. I'll just, be a cheerleader or something on the sidelines. I don't know.
You're gonna wear a little skirt
and my pom-poms. But it was cool. Like the season that I did get to experience, like it had me wanting to be out there. But that was like almost 3 years ago now, with the pandemic and everything. So I probably would have done it back then. But 3 years in the house, I need to get in shape.
3 years in the house.
Yeah.
I don't know why this random situation. I think I saw something, but they were like, "What are some embarrassing time?" Like something I was watching, and they were just like in a new relationship, and like when you're scared to fart around the person or do anything. Like, do you remember like something that was very embarrassing that you just happened around Edie that you couldn't like?
It probably was a fart.
I don't know why farts are so funny. Yeah, even though we're fucking grown as fuck. It's just.
I was like, oop, I just cleared her out. She never calling me back. Yeah, but she's chill. She's like, because she was in the military. She's like, I've smelled worse.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Gotta be in them rooms with all those people. So.
I think about this embarrassing time. Like, we went out. I think you were there too. Like, we had all went to eat at like Catfish Dewey's. Remember Catfish Dewey's?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yes. We had all went to eat, but I think that day I had some kind of like dental cleaning or procedure or something, and I had some pills that I had taken, and that shit has fucked up my stomach, but I didn't know. Like, my stomach didn't feel weird. Anyway, and I think it was like all you could eat.
Oh yeah.
Fish or something like that, right? Like, listen, I'm driving her car. This is like a date. And I think she had like came to my house, or I met her at her house, and we drove down in her car, and I was going back to her house. I don't know, but either way, before we could even get to a house, my stomach was like, whatever's in needs to come out, and it's coming out. And so here I am trying to be all cool and shit, because I'm like, we're on a date. That means this is very early in a relationship. Right now, we fucking describing the shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? But in that point, it was like neither one of us doing anything.
Right.
And here I am, and I'm telling her as my stomach is gurgling, and I'm driving, and I'm like, we literally didn't even make it far from this restaurant at all. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to pull over in this gas station. Now, mind you, the gas station looked like from like a scary movie.
Oh god.
Gas station. It was like horrible. It had one pump.
Oh no.
And like, it was dark. And I was like, oh my god. But I gotta go. I can't. I was like, I'm gonna have to just illegally turn into this gas station, or else I'm gonna be buying you a new car. Because I was like, there's no way. I think at first I told her I'm gonna have to stop at my house, because there's no way I can make it all the way to your house.
Right.
With what's about to come out of me. What's about to come out of me. Like, I had to lose all the cool and everything. No. And I was like, man, this shit is not gonna stay long enough to make it to my house. And I was like, nope, gotta go. In the fucking crazy ass, nasty ass gas station bathroom. And now I gotta come back into her car after she knows what just.
And she's still with you. That's how you know she a keeper.
Oh, for real. I was like, no, that's a test.
Yo, for real.
Oh, man.
Damn. That's tough. I don't think I have anything that
that's traumatic as fuck. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. It was like, this girl ain't never gonna talk to me again. Here I am. I can't even. I mean, she knew I had went to the dentist. I had the situation. So, this is embarrassing.
Damn.
That's when it feels like you found your soulmate.
They still with you after that?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about soulmates.
Like, are you a soulmate person?
Nah, no. I don't know what that's supposed to feel like. Like, I guess,
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, what kind of connection is that? Because, I mean, if you ask me, I would say so, only because our connection is so good, and it just has always been that way from the time that we met each other. But I don't know that does that mean soul ties? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little like out of my league as far as the definitions. Like, what exactly? How are you defining this? I feel like a person might be my person. Like, we click on all these levels and we connect, we have connections, it's not just physical, or it's like everything. That's my person. But if that's what a soulmate is, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah, what is a soulmate?
Yeah, I don't know. I be seeing all those ads like twin flames and find your soulmate. And okay, I feel like it's a marketing ploy.
I mean, it's something because
Mm.
how do you know? Maybe you just fucked it up with that person
Mm.
that was supposed to be your soulmate. Have you ever felt like you missed the opportunity to try it with somebody? Like I feel like I missed the opportunity to sleep with somebody.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I felt like that. I missed out on opportunities to sleep with somebody, but I don't feel like I missed an opportunity with like a soulmate kind of person. Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah. In a
I was,
couple of
couple of situations, right? I know that
right. And I
there's
think
like at
about
least
Miami.
one. There's at least one, maybe two, that I'm like, I was so lame in this situation. Why did I not? I should have been the cool, calm, and collected motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
And
fucking.
I think it was a couple of like when I first moved out there, I feel like I missed a lot of opportunities because I didn't know that the women were into me.
And see, that's what happened. Like this one chick, she was a bartender at
Mm.
Vegas, as a matter of fact.
Oh wow.
And the thing is, so I was introduced to her by the chick who I was with at the time. They knew each other. They had like
Mm.
went to school and bumped into each other as we were doing like a office event in Vegas. And she was, oh my god. And um then me and the chick broke up. So then I ended up going to Vegas, and her and I like were vibing a little bit. But I wasn't sure if she really was throwing me the vibes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I never followed through. And she was like, "What?" And then next thing you know, when she saw me, because she was like, "Oh, you sure? You sure you and homegirl? Blah blah blah." And I'm like,
Mm.
"Yes, I promise." And then next thing you know, next time she see me, I'm with homegirl because me and this chick had
Oh
started fucking around again. So
damn.
yeah, that was opportunity blocked, gone, lost. Still mad at myself to this day. Should have did that.
Yeah. All the missed opportunities. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. I didn't necessarily know like okay, some dancers, some bartenders, and some like of my friends' friends. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
how do you know? Like sometimes I feel like straight women just flirt with you, or women just will flirt with you just because you're a stud. So I didn't take a lot of them seriously, but I
yes.
probably should have been a little bit more
And I noticed,
in
like,
tune.
especially like with straight women, like,
Yeah.
um, that sometimes it feels like maybe they're throwing you vibes,
Mhm.
and but they're not. Like, I had this chick that I just swore she was giving me the vibes,
Yeah.
right, up and down. You couldn't tell me she wasn't. And then next thing you know, it just turned out that I was like the gay best friend,
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah.
like the bodyguard or some shit like that. Like it wasn't. It wasn't those kind of vibes like that.
Right. And then you feel like shit like if you make a move and that's, kind of makes the friendship a little awkward.
Right, and you feel like a dummy because here you
Yeah.
are thinking you're like fucking Rico
Like that
Suave.
yeah, I promise I don't try to hit on all straight women.
But if I
Let you
felt like
give
you
me
were
the
throwing me the
vibes.
vibes, then
Yeah.
we might catch a high five or something. That's happened. And then like back in the day, what used to happen a lot is it would be on some friendship vibe, at least
Mhm.
for me. And then next thing you know, they're like, "I don't like
Yeah.
girls except for you."
Yeah.
Like you're the only girl I'll ever like
Oh god.
ever.
The times I've heard that.
For real,
Yeah.
too many times. Just to turn around, and next thing you know, they're on their fifth girlfriend. I was like, oh, did I do that or what? Like, what happened here?
Did I do that?
But and especially like when I was working at the call center, I'll make friends with all kinds of girls, and everybody would
Mm.
swear that I was like
Yeah, you was messing with them, right?
messing with them. Yeah, and it definitely usually wasn't on that level. Like every once in a while,
Yeah,
shit
I
got a
was
little iffy.
my yeah, one of my jobs when we did have a call center. It's always the call center jobs, right? I
Yes.
felt like almost every freaking girl was giving me the vibes out there. And then one girl, dead ass straight up, she knew I had a girl, and she was like, "Oh, you know I'm with that, right?" Like, she wanted to get down with me and my girl, but straight as a fucking board, or I guess a board with a curve in it. She she had like a two kids and a husband, or something. I was just like, so I don't know. You can never tell with these women. Sorry.
You know they love them some.
Sometimes.
They love them some studs.
Facts. Facts.
Straight women in hip hop music love us
Facts.
dykes. Okay, I was listening to a song like Drake's a lesbian.
Oh yeah. Like
I'm
why?
like, okay, and
So much
everybody
BS, man.
so bad. It's it's a it's disgusting sometimes how bad these dudes want to know what really goes down
Hmm.
in these lesbian situations.
Damn, I forgot about that song, and it just came out.
Well, to be honest with you, to me, my honest opinion in the whole Kanye Drake
Mm-hmm.
situation, if we were talking album of the year,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna go with J. Cole instead instead of either one of them. To be honest, like
Word.
I'm not mad. I was mad at Kanye, so I listened to the album with that kind of with anger.
Hmm.
But after I listened to it again and like really lived with it, it's not it's not bad. It's not the Kanye that I love, but um, I don't know. I just love old Ye, and I just like the Kanye that's telling me to slap a bitch or something. That's like that's my Kanye.
Yeah, I have a confession. I haven't made it through the whole Kanye album.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean,
What I did hear though, like I liked a couple of the songs. They were okay, but I didn't make it through the whole thing.
and CLB, the CL with Drake. I don't know when it happened, like when it started happening, but for some weird reason, at some point his albums became like if I listen to it as an album,
Hmm.
then I'm just like eh. But
Yeah.
then when I listen to the songs by
As
themselves, like as they
singles.
release as singles, yeah, on the radio, on the whatever it's called,
Yeah.
it's radio still. Then then I liked it. I'm like, yeah, this is my jam, But
Yeah. Yeah, like
um,
Too Sexy. Cause
yeah,
I listened to CLB and I was like, it's all right. But then when I started hearing the songs, like you said, as
right. When I
singles,
hear
I
by
was like,
themselves
oh,
and I
this is
realize I'm
singing.
in, my
Yeah.
shoulders are moving, and I'm like, I do like this song. But if I hear them as a collection, it's just like it's not
You know,
giving what I needed to give.
Drake takes me back to the strip clubs, and when I hear them as singles, like that's where my head goes. And mentally, I'm in a strip club looking at like Black China and Tip Drill and Diamond coming down the poles and everybody throwing money. That's
you
just
know what's weird is like his first few albums came out, not the mixtape, not like So Far Gone, but like Take Care and Thank Me Later. They
hmm
came out and like every time he was dropping an album, I was like coming out of a relationship, and he would have
oh
like one or two like
yeah.
songs on there. Like I can remember being like high and as fuck, and just drawing to drive down the highway. It was
Mm.
all the windows down in my car, listening to him and Jeezy fucking. I forgot the song. I forgot the song off the top of my head. But just listening to that shit. Even if I was going somewhere and if I got there and it was whack, I wouldn't care. I would listen to that song like 50 million times.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't feel that way about
My a new
the newer stuff, especially the ones with like 28 songs on them.
yeah, that's a little obnoxious.
I'm like, I'm still listening to this album. Is this still the same album? Am I still
Mhm.
listening to the same album? I think they got us spoiled with like those 10-song albums.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I think it used to be like it was something about the way that the artist got paid, and you only get paid for um 10 tracks on an album.
Mm.
So for an artist to do a couple extra songs, it was just like a bonus to, to their listeners. But now I just feel like because they're getting probably paid for them as like singles and the numbers are being tracked different,
Mm.
it doesn't matter. Like they'll release more than 10 songs on a track, on an
Yeah.
album or whatever. Yeah.
I just
I had to think back to my Five Towns college days.
it's just a interesting interesting thing that I found, because after a certain point, it just really is. Am I still listening to the same album? And I found the same. I find it on anybody's album that goes that many songs.
I think 15 is okay because sometimes I want like a little extra. Like when I'm listening to
Yes,
Jay or Beyonce, I'd be
I'll take
appreciating
an
those
extra.
extra
Yeah,
songs,
yeah.
and a remix or something. But anything longer than 15 is a little too much.
Yeah, I agree. I'd have to agree on that for sure. Oh man, the world we living in. Have you ever had a sneaky link you weren't proud of? I'm like, I have, and I remember when my friend asked me about it, I looked her dead in her face, and I was like, I'm not fucking that girl, and I was
And
fucking
you
that
were?
girl.
Damn. Yeah, I remember everybody used to think that I was fucking this lady. I'm not even gonna call her a girl because she was a lady. She was older.
She was a lady.
But like at the time, she had a crib and I don't know, that was one of those times when I was having hard times in Miami. So she had a crib and she used to cook, she was, a little hefty. So I was eating good. I had a bed to sleep in, you know what I mean? But I was not sleeping with her and she wasn't pressuring me to either. So I was like, and then after like I stopped hanging around, I got my shit together. Everybody swore up and down that we were in a relationship. I had like some young stud trying to fight me because she thought that I was with her. And I was like, that's all. Like, and she used to like try to make me jealous and shit. Like when we would go out, she would like buy her drinks and shit. And I'd be like, that's all good because she's going to give me a drink anyway because she knows my situation. So you buying us drinks and I'm not even sleeping with her. It was, man, good times. People are funny, but yeah. I don't know. And I think the stud was like my age. So
Acting like that.
yeah, like what are you doing? That's a lady. That's a grown ass lady.
That's a lady. You know what I noticed a trend of on IG via or TikTok via IG, whatever the fuck, is a lot of poly couples.
Oh yeah.
And thruples, like two studs and a lady.
And a lady.
Or like two ladies and a stud.
Wow.
That's an interesting combination. I don't know if I could do two studs and a lady.
Mm-mm.
But if I was ever in a situation, I might be able to do two ladies and a stud.
I just feel like that would just be too much. Lesbians are a lot as it is.
Right, I think about the situation, my life now with the one that I have. Okay,
right.
I'm good on that.
No, I play around with wifey and I joke and I be telling her like I'm gonna bring somebody home or whatnot, but she's just like, no, she's selfish.
Yeah,
and I be like, all right, if you say so. I don't want to die.
Please, my life gets threatened on a regular basis because my mouth. I say
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not even trying to play the radio. play the radio with that situation. And I was listening to the Breakfast Club. They were talking about prenups, and a lot of studs were calling in, and it was just weird to me that studs were calling in because you wouldn't normally think prenup.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlamagne was saying something that he was like, his wife is. He obviously doesn't have a prenup. He's been with his wife for a very long time. Envy, the same situation. Like Envy been with his wife since they were 15 and 16.
Yeah.
And they're about to be on their like 100th kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Charlamagne been with his wife for like forever too. So he was like, of course we don't have any prenup or anything. But he's like, basically his wife is like the CEO of their life.
Uh-huh.
And just him saying that, then I started thinking about my life and how and I'm like, that's definitely true. Like, I have my own shit that I take care of, but
yeah,
like she runs everything. That's why her office is in the front. You know what I'm saying?
She got the main office.
That's right. She got the big boy office. You want the big boy office, you got to do the big boy things. You know what I'm saying? If you need some muscle, then I got you. That's what I always tell her, because she's right there. So like when people come to the door, obviously we have the cameras and we have all that. But if she opens the door, I always tell her, boy, they don't even know I'm back here. Okay? Yeah. My ass will come running through this motherfucker like you wouldn't even believe it, with all kinds of shit. Throwing shit, shooting shit, like believe that, okay?
Chinese stars coming from the back.
Yo, for real. I'm like, they don't even know I'm back here. So and I'm watching on the camera every time. Yeah. I'm like, don't get slick, because I will be coming around that corner. But yeah, it's like basically that's how you live a happy life. Find you a woman that could be the CEO of your life, and then just do right by her. Buy her the Gucci sneakers that she likes. Boss.
The Gucci sneakers.
I call her that now. That and Princess. Can I take your plate, Princess? She hates it.
I bet.
Yes. And that's why it's so funny. Yeah. Yes. Get you 10 years deep, and you can annoy your spouse on a regular basis as well.
Oh, you know what I did see? What is her name from Love and Hip Hop? I was catching up on like my TV and my shows. I actually even caught up on The Shy too, but that Sukiyana.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see her video?
No.
So she released a new song called Pussy Everywhere. And like the video was not released like on regular shit. Like
what is on BT Uncut?
That's what I felt like I was watching, bro. It's like a porno. Dead ass. Like it's nothing but naked women everywhere, and you see everything. You see titties, you see ass, you see hoo-has in the words of Mickey. Like you see everything, like spread, busting it wide open in the video. Like the girls is touching and
like
licking.
Some Uncle Luke Freaknik shit.
Yes, exactly. And I'm like, I know Sukiyana is like known for being like freak nasty, but
yeah.
Wifey sent me the link and she's like, "Have you seen this video?" And I was like, "No."
First of all, that sounds like a setup. That sounds like a setup.
Exactly.
Like, yes, of course I've seen it. I watch it every day.
I'm watching it right now. So I didn't know though. So I'm like, nah, thank God even if I did see it, I'd probably be like, nah.
Yes, exactly. Hello.
So I'm watching the video and I think we were like FaceTiming or something. So she's watching my face as I'm watching the video. My jaw keeps dropping like every 5 seconds because just when you think you've seen enough, is like another shocker. Like that shit had me like throwed. I was like, what is happening right now? Like this is not a music video. This is a porno. It's crazy. You gotta check it out. Just so you can understand where I'm coming from.
All right, let me tell Let me tell Nikki what I'm doing first.
Yeah. It's probably gonna come up on like Pornhub or something. I don't even know if it's still like out in the internet world. But I think she released it on like her Twitter or something like that. I don't even follow the girl. I didn't even know who she was, and I was like, "Who is she?" And I had to think back to Love and Hip Hop when I was watching it.
You said Twitter. I don't know. At one point, I must have followed this person, and I don't know who it is, but I opened up Twitter one day, and they had a video that was automatically playing, and it was of them shitting.
What?
It's like a stripper girl stripping. I mean, shitting, not stripping.
Oh my God.
Like she would normally be a stripper, but she was like shitting.
Jesus.
And I was, what am I? Who did I click on? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Why am I following this account?
And like shitting in like a way that would be sexy. I don't know that there's any way to shit that's sexy.
Yeah,
but
no. After I shits on the bitch.
Yeah, I was like Biggie automatically comes to mind when I think about that shit. Oh, I guess gross. Between that and pee, I don't know about that.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
And on that note, we're going to end the show here. Find us on everything social at Two Studs in a Pod, including YouTube. Check Meech out at the Homie Meech and at Homie Meech on IG and Twitter. And find me at its.me.blaze and it's me Blaze 2 on Twitter. Don't forget to check out our site, twostudsinapod.com, where you can find our latest episodes and more. You can catch us on podcast platforms everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify,